Hi guys, welcome back for another video. I'm Jess and I'm one of the creative designers here at Sizzix, and I wanted to show you our brand new December craft box, which is our Christmas wrapping box. So you may have seen by now, each month we bring out a new craft box with loads of different goodies inside at a fantastic discount, and this month is no exception. So I'm going to run you through everything that's in the box, and I'm also going to show you several different makes, as you can probably see on the table here, just to give you a little bit of inspiration so that when you get your hands on that box, you can get crafting straight away. So as you know, it's available on the Sizzix website, the .co.uk website and the .com one. So if you are interested in this box, make sure to head on over and check that out. It's a lovely festive themed box, and it's going to get you right in the mood for Christmas and the whole festive season, I think. So this one's a really, really nice one. So just to run through everything, you obviously get everything in the gorgeous illustrated Sizzix box like every other craft box. So hopefully you can see on the front, I don't want to mess anything up inside, but on the front you have these lovely illustrations, and then on the inside you've got that lovely mint colour and actually has the illustrations on the inside as well. So even if you don't want this for yourself, if you wanted to gift this to someone, it actually comes really nicely packaged and you can just gift it straight away. Maybe someone who's just getting into crafting and wants to sort of dabble in it for Christmas, this would be a really, really nice sort of early Christmas present. So what's inside the box? There are a selection of dies and embossing folders, but the main die in this box is the box pillow and poinsettias die. So this is a really, really gorgeous, versatile die. So you do get inside the box pillow, so you have to cut that out twice and it makes up the box, and I will actually show you how that makes up. And then you also get the poinsettia, which obviously is a quintessential Christmas flower. It's a really nice shape, really nice size, and you can use it on the box or you can use it on its own on the front of cards or anything like that. So that's a really lovely die. You do also get this die, which is a selection of tags. So you get 4 tags in there, and that's really, really handy because this is a Christmas wrapping box. So you need to have your tags. You can add those to the box pillows, or you can add them to ordinary gifts. They're just great to have in your collection. You also get this gorgeous embossing folder. Now this is the jeweled snowflakes embossing folder, and it just creates the most lovely effect. I'll actually open it up and show you. So like, if you've ever had one of our embossing folders before, you know how detailed they are, you know what good quality they are, and hopefully you can see that. And it has this really nice intricate snowflake pattern and design in there, and you can emboss all the card and sort of make the box with it, with the embossed card, or you can have it on the front of a card, whatever you like. So that's really, really nice to have, really festive. And then you do also get something really, really fun in this box. So I don't think we've included this in any other box before, and this is our sculpting foam. So this is the festive sculpting foam, and you get 3 sheets. They're A4 sized, and you get 3 sheets. So there's 2 sheets of this gorgeous dark red. So this is the holly berry colour. Just trying to get it out to show you. There you go. So 2 sheets of those, and then you get 1 of this lovely green, which is the mistletoe green. Mine are rolled up, but yours will come flat in a nice poly bag, and it'll all be packaged beautifully. Mine is obviously like this because I have used parts of mine while I've been making, but this is a great thing to use with the poinsettia from the box pillow and poinsettias die. And I will show you how to use those as well. And if you've never used sculpting foam before, I'll give you a quick rundown, but there are tons of videos and tutorials on our website, so you can check those out as well if you're wanting to experiment with the sculpting foam a little bit more. To work alongside the sculpting foam and to make the flowers with as well, we've also included some silver stamens. So I believe you get 30 stamens, and these are what you put in the centre of flowers. So they're really nice, they really create a really realistic feel to your flowers, and I'm going to show you how you pop those in the middle of your sculpting foam flowers today as well. and I love the silver colour, it's really nice and Christmassy. Obviously it's never Christmas without some glitter. So you get 2 pots of glitter in your box, and you'll get the pink fizz colour, which is this lovely sort of rich pink, and then you also get the hollyberry colour, which is obviously a perfect Christmas red. Okay, so you can have lots of fun adding little glittery accents onto everything. And then last but not least is your cardstock. So you do get 5 sheets of plain white cardstock, and it comes in these poly bags, and then you do get some coloured cardstock as well, which also will come in the poly bags, but again I've been using mine. So you get 5 sheets of the white, and then you get 10 sheets of our festive cardstock. So I'm just actually going to pop this to one side and I'll show you the cardstock. So you get loads of gorgeous colours, if I can fan them out properly, like so. There we go. So you get 10 different colours, and there's a selection of greens, reds, pinks, and you've also got a black, white and a brown in there, so really, really great colours for festive and making. And you get 1 sheet of each of those colours, and it's that gorgeous textured cardstock which we have with all of our cardstock here at Sizzix. It's really, really nice for card making. Even though this is a Christmas wrapping box, we've included everything for you to make them into cards as well. So that's everything, and I'll just show you a couple of makes with these as well, and then I'll give you a bit more in-depth detail, particularly about the sculpting foam and how you make up that lovely box. So this is how the box makes up. So as you can see, that's why they're called the pillow boxes, because they do open up from the top and the bottom, and you actually cut 2 of the dies out. So that's how it looks. And you cut 2 of them out and you attach them together and you make this gorgeous box. And you can have lots of fun customizing these. I've added ribbon to mine. I've included some gift tags on there, so using the dies. I've embossed some of the gift tags. I've used some of the holly from the poinsettia die. All sorts, like this one here. I've actually embossed the box. So I cut it out and then I popped it through that lovely embossing folder, and then I pieced it all together and added this gorgeous white poinsettia and some ribbon to really finish it off. So really, really lovely. You can have lots of fun with that. And this one is using the sculpting foam there as well. Okay. You do also get, I did forget to mention, in the craft box, you do also get one of our express glues. I popped mine to one side because I don't have a nice clean new one. Obviously you will get a nice fresh express glue, so that's why I forgot it, because I didn't want to lay it flat. But this will also come in your box, and this is great like for putting the boxes together or for making your cards. It's a great glue to have. It dries super quick. That's why it's called our express glue, and you do also get that in the box, so that's my fault for not mentioning that when I ran through everything. But that's how the boxes make up, and then like I said, you can also make cards. So just got one here which has a selection of poinsettias on there. I've just used the festive cardstock, and I've used some of the glitters in the centre as well. And you don't have to do this, but I've also added just a sentiment down there. I believe this was from one of our other boxes, one of our other craft boxes, so you can always include a sentiment on there if you have that extra die, or it would be beautiful even without that on there. So there you go. Got another one here, which is just a cute little card. I've used that embossed background, so that lovely jeweled snowflake embossing folder on the background, and then some cute little holly leaves, and I've even made little glittery berries just by using blobs of glue and covering them in glitter, and that's really, really easy but really gorgeous card there. And I do have one more card here. So again, there's no sentiment on there. Like I say, you don't have to use them. This is just using what's in the box. So I've just layered up that card with those 3-point setia, and these ones are from cardstock, and then the centre one is with sculpting foam. And then I just popped some glue, some of the express glue, around the edge of the flower and added a little bit of glitter to make that sparkle as well. So you can have lots of fun there. And last but not least, I have a little Christmas tag. So again, using that Christmas, tag die set from the box, and then I just added a sculpting foam poinsettia on there as well, and then just finished it off with a little bit of ribbon. So again, really simple, but just by adding that poinsettia and doubling up those tags in different colours, it just looks amazing. So that's a few things that you can make. Like I said, I've got several variations of that box, but also you can make the cards and the tags. You can have lots of fun. So I'm just going to also quickly show you how to piece that box together and how to make a sculpting foam poinsettia, in case you haven't used it before and you're just wondering how to use it and what's the best techniques and things. So first off, I've got my box. So you want to cut 2 of these out. So obviously, ideally from the same colour, and I've cut 2 of them out. If you did want to emboss them, like I've done on this pink box here, I would cut them out first and then pop them through the embossing folder and through your machine. Just then you won't be die cutting something that's already embossed, and it might flatten the design, so it's better to die cut and then emboss, I would say. So you can do that. I'm not going to do that just today, just for time purposes, but I'm just going to keep mine as it is. So once you've cut this out, there are embossed lines or grooves on this die cut. So there's 1 along here and there's 2 either end. Okay, so you want to fold along these, and they're pretty prominent. You're going to be able to see them. And with this edge one, just slowly work along that line and just give it a fold like so. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same to the other side. So you've got something that looks like that. Okay, so I'm going to do that with my second one. And just, again, carefully folding and bending along those lines, particularly these curved ones. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it should fold nicely. And these are really cute, these little boxes, particularly for jewellery or things like that. If you are gifting something like small and dainty, these boxes are really gorgeous. Or if you've maybe got tickets for something, or a gift card or a gift voucher, you could pop them in one of these boxes and make it really, really special. It's just a really nice way of jazzing up your wrapping, I think, particularly for these lovely like little small gifts. Okay, so we've got 2 of those, and I'm now going to take the express glue and pop some glue. Oh, there we go. Pop some glue along one of the folded tabs. Okay, so one of those long ones that we folded, pop some glue along there, and then I'm going to take the other box, so that side where the tab or the flap isn't, and glue those together. So just slap them together and press it down. It can be a bit fiddly, but just be patient. And you want to line those up and press it down. Now, if you're struggling to do it without sort of having a surface to press down on, you can literally just fold it flat and press them down on one another. As long as they're joined up in the right place, you can also do that. It just makes it a little bit easier so you can press down. I think the more you make of these, the easier it does get. So if you're making several, obviously these are great for gifts, but you could also do them on a table setting as well, so like maybe with everybody's name on, with a little gift inside. If you were making, say, several of them, I'm sure by halfway through you'll be a pro at making these. So we've got one join there. Like I say, the express glue dries so super quick, so I'm pretty much sure that that's going to stay now. And then all I want to do is do the other side, so just pop some glue on the other side. You don't want tons of this glue. Don't press too hard. And then just join those up like so. Yeah, because if you use too much, it might sort of come out onto the top of the box and leave some marks, so just use what you need and press that down. Okay. So once that's on there, you might find that your corners need a little bit of touching up, which is absolutely fine. You can always go in with some more glue, and if you've pressed it flat, just give it that 3D effect again, and then you can pop these corners down like so. And obviously that's how you get in and out of the box, and that is how it looks when it's all complete. So you have that gorgeous box. You can close at one end if you're concerned, but you can easily get in either end and it's really secure, I think. So that's how you make up the box, and now you can have fun personalising it. So if I was going to make up, say, this one, I've got the sculpting foam flower on there, so I'm going to run through how to use that flower. So using the poinsettia from this die, I'm just going to take it out of its packaging, and you get several different pieces to make up the poinsettia, but the main ones I'm going to use is obviously the large flower and then the little bit more detailed one, and they sit sort of inside one another. Okay, so I'm going to cut 2 out of this one and 2 out of this one, all from the Hollyberry sculpting foam, which is this red. Okay, so I'll just show you how to do one piece, and I'm sure you can have plenty of time and lots of fun making them up yourself, but I'm just going to show you how to do one piece today. Okay, so I've got the bigger piece, and you can use this without heating it up, which it does. It looks beautiful, it has that nice organic feel, but if you do slightly heat the foam, it will give you a chance to manipulate and stretch it just a little bit, and it'll make it look a little bit more realistic, and that's what I'm going to do. So I've just got a silicone mat, and I'm just going to hold it down, and then with my heat gun, I'm just going to heat it for a couple of seconds, okay? Just until it's warm. Okay. And then while it's still warm, I'm just going to gently, and I use the word gently a lot with sculpting foam because it can rip really easily. Don't be disheartened if that happens. I have ripped so many flowers doing this, but just try and be really gentle with the sculpting foam when it's hot and when you're manipulating it. So what I do is, in my hands, I just take a single petal and just gently tease the petal and sort of manipulate the flower to just give it a little bit more shape, okay? So it just looks a little bit more organic. Now, obviously here I have used a heat gun, but if you don't have a heat gun, a really handy trick is, if you've got your radiator on, obviously really carefully just hold your foam up against the radiator just for a couple of seconds, and that will heat the foam just enough for you to manipulate it. Obviously it's a bit inconvenient running back and forth to your radiator, that's why we do recommend the heat gun, but that's just another tip and trick if you want to heat the sculpting foam and you don't have one of our heat guns available. Okay, so I've got that, and I've actually done that to all of my pieces, and then I've started to piece them together. So like I said, I've got 2 of the smaller pieces cut, and then I had 2 of the larger pieces. I've already put one there, and I've got my centerpiece from the mistletoe green colour as well. So I'm just going to pop that on there and attach my extra piece. You can use express glue. Obviously you have to sit and let it dry just for a couple of seconds because the foam is a little bit more absorbent with that glue. For time's sake, I'm just going to use my glue gun, just because I don't want to sit, keep knocking this card over, just because I don't want to sit and wait for the glue to dry, but express glue will work absolutely fine. You could probably do each stage if you're making several flowers and just hop between each stage and they'll definitely be dry. I'm also going to take some of the leaves and just attach them to the back as well. I've also done the same with these. I just slightly heated them and then manipulated them in my fingers. Sometimes you can't tell that much that you've done it, but it will make a difference just to make it, give it a little bit more texture. But like I said, you can just leave the sculpting foam as it is and not heat it at all. It still looks beautiful. Okay, so I've got my flower and now I can put these stamens in the centre. So those lovely silver stamens, I can gather some of those up. So I'm just going to take some of these. I normally take about 5 or 6. And you have the stamens on each end, and what I do is just fold them in half, okay? So that's what's going to sit in the centre of my flower. So I'm just going to take some tweezers and I'm just going to hold them in my tweezers so I know they're safe and they're there. I am then going to just pop a hole in the centre of my flower, so just all the way through the centre. Just make sure you've got some foam underneath and then just something sharp, and just pop a hole in the centre of my flower. And don't be worried if you're being a bit rough with the flower, it'll just make it look even more realistic and organic, I think. Okay, so I'm going to take those stamens and I'm going to pop those through the centre of the flower. So I like to just hold them in those tweezers, pop the tweezers through and then pull the tweezers out, and then I've got my stamens through there. So there you go. And all I would do now is I would probably finish that off with a little bit of hot glue on the back, just to secure it, and then you can trim off the excess from the stamens along the back, and then it can sit on your box. So I'll just trim off the excess and I'll glue it onto the box. Obviously I put ribbon on my other one, but I'm not gonna spend time putting the ribbon on, but any ribbon will do. Obviously any colour scheme with your box. I've got pinks, I've got reds, I've got greens. You can have lots of fun customising it, particularly if you're giving it as a gift, to make sure it's the colours that the person likes, or if it's going on your table or under your tree, you want it to go with the theme. So it's perfectly fine to do that and change up the colours to suit you. Okay, so there you go. So you have your lovely box pillow and the sculpting foam poinsettia on the top. So there it is with that lovely ribbon on as well. And you can have lots of fun customising these. I could even add a tag onto there like I've done here, and obviously pop the name of the person that I'm going to gift this to. You can have lots and lots of fun with these sculpting foam flowers as well. What I thought would be really, really nice is you could even pop a little bit of wire on the back, and you could actually twist them onto your tree and you could have them as tree decorations. That would be really, really cute. You could also pop them on a hairpin and clip them into your hair for Christmas Day. There are loads of things that you could do even just with that poinsettia, besides having the box pillow, which is fantastic as well, but just a few little ideas for you there. But of course the ones that I've shown you today, like the boxes and those lovely cards and the tags and things, they're always going to be great things to make with this craft box. So I think that's everything, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and checking out the new December craft box, and enjoyed all these little bits of inspiration that I've shared with you. If you are interested in picking up that box, make sure to head on over to the website and check that out. It is a fantastic saving, it's a fantastic deal, and there's some lovely things in there, and particularly if you haven't used that sculpting foam before and you want to give it a try, this is a great opportunity to dip your toes in a little bit with that. It's really fun to play with, and I think you can have lots of fun at making some gorgeous festive pieces for this Christmas. So yeah, guys, make sure you stay safe, keep crafting, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.